Right now, I'm actually in my service vehicle, and I had a couple things I got to do early this morning. So I'm out trying to accomplish a few things, and I wanted to talk about something real quick. We're born with a purpose, family, and we would die if we live it or not. See, that's one thing that we have to embrace. Life is going to be what it is, and we have to make our own decisions. And you can't allow someone else who don't know their purpose to steal your purpose. If it's meant for you to do something, you got to do it. You know, I realized that when I was born, there wasn't nobody born with me. Even when twins are born, one come out at a time. Two don't pop out at the same time. You know, one come out, then the other come out. So we all are born alone. You see what I'm saying? And we all gonna have to face a situation where we're gonna die and lay alone. So before that time comes, we got to maximize our potential while we living. We got to do everything that it is that we want to do under the sun now. No need to wait. If it's something you want to do, if it's a goal, if it's a plan, if it's a vision, if it's traveling, if it's creating something, whatever it is, you're going to have to do it, family, especially if you was born with something. And you know what? I realize, man, this saying, and you know, we hear this all the time. Many are called, but only few are chosen. And I get it, because when you're chosen, you don't even know you're chosen. You'll go through things that you didn't even ask for because you're chosen. You got to carry a burden that someone else might didn't, you know, they wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? They wouldn't do it at all, but you were built different. You was built for the task at hand. You know what I mean? So when I think about things as far as being isolated or not having a lot of people around me all the time, that was fine because God was preparing me for days where it was going to get like that. And I still had to be solid regardless of what's going on around me. You know what I mean? I had to be solid for my family. So I know that regardless of what's going on, I can make a righteous decision in the midst of a storm. You know what I mean? It's storming right now, and I can make a great move in the midst of a storm. And it's all about knowing your purpose, knowing who you are, fam. You know, not allowing someone else to steal your purpose. You know what I mean? Because we're not going to live forever, family. You know, and I like to say this because it says a wise person will visit the house of the mourning, those who are dying. The wise person, because he know I'm eventually have to go here. So what can I learn from the dead to help me while I'm living? You know what I mean? And if they can say anything, you know, I listened to a video of some older people, probably in there's from 70 to 90 years old, talking about things that the best advice that they could give. Good rising. The best advice they could give someone was to do everything that's on your heart to do. They said, if it's something on your mind and you want to do it, do it. Don't wait till you get my age until I want to do it, because your mind might want to do it, but now your body can't do it, family. You see what I'm saying? So whatever your purpose is, you know, we have all been given different purposes in life. And I just want to say this morning, fam, if you don't live your purpose, you're still going to die. So you're going to live it and live your full potential, or you're going to die anyway, not living your full potential. So I figure we might as well ball out, so to speak. Let's live our purpose, man. Let's do what we here to do. You know what I mean? And one thing I know, people say, you know, you have a lot of people that'll preach things like, oh, once you die, you'll go to heaven, you can enjoy life. Nah, we go to enjoy heaven while we here, family. You know what I mean? Because that's part of our purpose. We done learn now as we grow that part of our purpose is to know how to create a better situation. You know what I mean? Once we know better, we do better. So we don't have to wait to die, family, to experience heaven. We're going to experience it here right now. And we don't have to wait to die to go to hell neither, because we're going to experience that here right now if we don't, you know, put things in proper perspective and really work on ourselves and really confront that, hey, we got to do something. Regardless of what's going on in life, we got to do something, family. You know what I mean? So this morning, family, I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about, you know, doing what I got to do regardless, you know, pushing through the storm. It's storming out here right now. You probably see some of the rain, you know what I mean? Pushing regardless, I still got some moves I got to make, man. And I can't allow a circumstance. I can't allow someone else insecurities, because sometimes you'll be around people that's insecure. They don't think that they could do it. So they try to keep you from doing it. But it's your purpose, though. You know, you was built different. So I can't go off of someone else's drive to build me. You know what I mean? I know who I am, and that's one thing I have to say. You have to know who you are. You have to know what your purpose is. And I can say this because some people say, man, you know, I'm looking for my purpose. I don't know what it is. And I'm going to tell you one thing I found out. I'm 42 years old, family. And this is something that I realized at this age. My purpose has been tied to me since the day I was born. It was something I enjoyed doing as a kid. Think about it. Think about the thing you really enjoyed doing. Everything that I'm doing now is things that I enjoyed as a kid. Welding wasn't something I enjoyed as a kid because I didn't know how to do it, but I know how to use my hands. I enjoy using my hands. I enjoy building. I enjoy creating things. I enjoy turning nothing into something. So it was always in me. Welding is just a tool I use to help finesse what I do now. You see what I'm saying? But it was always meant for me to learn things and educate, to give back, to motivate. You know what I mean? Because family, I wasn't born with a lot. You know what I mean? Like growing up in Arkansas City, I didn't have a lot. In McGee, we didn't have a lot. In Reed, we didn't have a lot, family. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a lot. But you know what, though? It was love in it, though. You know what I mean? It's something about it, man. When you mix love inside of nothing, I don't care what you put love in, something gonna come out of it, family. You know what I mean? So when you put some grind, to me, I call love grind. When you grind, cause see, love, it don't stand still. You know, I remember my mom used to say, you know, you got two people laying in the bed talking about they love one another. Ain't nobody getting up paying no bills. You know what I'm saying? He said, love got to get up and go pay some bills. I love you, but we got some stuff we got to do right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, love is a motivational. You know, don't get love caught up with lust. Don't get love caught up with infatuation. You know what I mean? With those fancy terms. Because love is different, man. It's enduring. It's going to push. And love is also conscious. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you know something, when you know how you feel, you know, there's nothing wrong with expressing that to someone in a way where they can actually understand that, hey, maybe we didn't outgrew one another, but I still love you. You know what I mean? I still want to see you do good. I want to see you win. I want to see you prosper. But some people you can be in a relationship with too that don't want to do that with you. You know what I mean? You ain't with them. They don't want to see you do good. They want to see you go down, and they want to see people step on you. That ain't love, family. You know what I mean? But I can say this, man, and I want to just say this, man. We go through changes in life, find our purpose. We go through relationships. Some of our relationships we try to turn into long-term relationships when it's not meant to be a long-term relationship. It probably was a stepping stone or some guy used to mold you. Let me lock this in. I see you checking in with me. Let me see what you say now. You know what? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to get you. Honestly, it's a few of them out there, but I'm gonna pinpoint a couple to you, man. And now that I see who you are, I'm gonna make sure that I can tag you in it once I get you a good one. Because honestly, bro, it's a few of them. Like especially with the Egyptian culture too. You know what I mean? Like it's a few of them. But I'm gonna tag one that I really like. I'm gonna find this because it's a few of them, family. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of them I read pieces of. I go in, read different chapters, and some of them I read all through. Like it depends on what it is, you know, what information I'm getting from it. You know what I mean? So, but there is a lot of Black authors who have written books about our culture and about the Egyptian culture and about how we started as a people. Because, and that's another thing, I'm gonna tie that into this too, because if it's your purpose to be something and you had been born to a land, enslaved in a land, and you don't know your purpose, you don't know your destiny, you don't know what your people have done, you're gonna think that you're only you're gonna think you're gonna be happy to be free from a cotton field. Well, I'm not in the cotton field no more. I can work beside so and so. I can get a degree to do this. You'll be happy. You'll think that, man, I can do this and I'm okay with that. You know, but a person, you know, it's kind of like if you put a person in a hole, if he stay in the hole all the time and you doing real bad, and finally one day you go and say, hey man, you straighten up, I'm gonna put you in the field. He thinking, I've been in the hole for years. I ain't seen no sunlight, they've been beating me, I'm barely eating. I'm out here in the field now, ain't nobody around me, I can see the sun. He thinking he got a better situation on it. Man, I'm in a good situation. This is a slave though. The other slaves in the field trying to get out the field. They getting beat, but not like him though. So you know how they use him? Hey man, let us know what's going on in the field and we got you. You don't want to go back over there. All right, I got you, sir. That's how the game went. You see what I'm saying? So you oppress one to oppress the other. And, it is what it is, man. And the more we look at life, we can't do nothing but see it in the system, because now they're oppressing everybody. That's one thing I can say about the system. The system is oppressing anyone that's tied to it. If you punching a clock, I don't care what color you are. If you punching a time clock, you are caught up in their system. You know what I mean? It is what it is, because they decided that if we can stop enslaving one people and start enslaving all people, then we can get the bag. Because, it went from United States, it went from, just United States to a United States of America. That's when it became a business, family. I know y'all probably don't think that, man, but this is a business. That's why we have to learn how to make money here. You go look at other countries, even Canada. Canada provide free health care for their elderly. They don't have to pay for that. You put your time, they're gonna make sure you get the best health care. And if they see some sickness from maybe some milk or something that ain't right, they gonna pull it off and say, nah, this here is causing illness. We only take that. You gonna live longer, and we gotta take care of this. Is causing the problem. America, they don't care. They'll feed you. They got you thinking milk makes somebody good. You know how many people have looked on TV and seen that milk makes somebody good? Folks really believe that. Folks really believe that getting milk out of an animal that you could have actually come from a body when you need it is better than, come on now. That's the stuff that we believe, though, you know what I mean? But neither here or there. I had to say this, though. All of that is tied into how they manipulate us, family. So into finding your purpose, we have to break those chains of tradition, those chains of false teachings, and really, really get some information for ourselves, really get uncomfortable. We're going to have to get uncomfortable, family, because some of the stuff that you're going to have to confront is going to be things you believe forever. Some of the people you're going to have to cut off are going to be some of the people that you loved and you realize they didn't love you. You see what I'm saying? Because it's a difference. You can love somebody forever, and then, I got family members that love some of their man dirty draws, and you can literally tell that he don't care about them, period. But they still love him. You see what I'm saying? They haven't been woke up yet. Some people can be naive to life, man. I just think, life is what it is. Family is short. People passing, we dying. I just lost another classmate. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm just losing another classmate. So, we don't know when our time is. We can expire at any minute. So we can at least, while we here, family, let's live our purpose. Let's do whatever it is we got to do. Let's grind however hard we got to do, but don't do it too much. Like Solomon said, don't work too hard or you won't be able to enjoy it. Don't be too wise or it's going to be a burden. You know what I mean? It's like anything you do, you don't want to overdo it. It's going to be on Facebook. I got you here now that you left this comment. I'm going to leave this comment up so I can actually find you. When I find it, I'll tag it inside of the description in this video for you. So, like I said this morning, I know everybody moving around, getting ready to go to work and everything. So don't want to keep y'all long, family, but I had to come in and say that because it's just a reality and we just have to look at life like that. You got a purpose, family. And if you don't live your purpose, you're going to die not living the purpose, but you're still going to die. So you might as well, you're going to live it or you're not. You're going to be happy while you're here or you're not. It's a decision. A personal decision at that, you know what I mean? So you're going to have to decide, man, I want a better life. I want something better, you know what I'm saying? Or you're going to be like, hey, I'm just going to get by, but if you got to get uncomfortable, fam, I'm going to tell you something, man. If it takes 1 year, if it takes 6 months to disappear, to grind hard, well, you don't have to go through that again, don't you think that's worth it, family? Don't you think that's worth it? Cut everybody off. Just cut them off. If you got to cut your Facebook, everything off. If you got to grind on something, and you said, man, I got to do this and this could get me, do that. Because that's going to get you over the hump, fam. We so worried about what everybody think about us. Worried about the car, the things we drive, what we look like. None of that stuff matters, fam. Last time I checked, when I went out there and see my mom and had a date when she was born, had a dash, a little small dash, and had a date when she died. When it was all said and done, family, that dash is all that matters. Are you going to live out your destiny? Or are you going to die without it? It's all on you. Y'all be blessed, continues to prosper. HogOn.